Get ready for action because we are diving straight into the drama shaking up the NFL world. We start with George Kittle and the massive backlash he's facing after a viral story involving a spider. PETA has officially stepped in, publicly criticizing Kittle for what they see as unsportsmanlike conduct, and you won't want to miss the details of this intense confrontation and the response from the animal rights group. Next up, she shared the night with, and the sweet moments she shared with her husband. And finally, we wrap up with the full story on Claire Kittle's celebration and the beautiful bond she shares with George. We've got the full scoop on the birthday party, the photos, and the heartwarming messages exchanged between the couple. Don't miss the rest of the story. Stay tuned right here for all the latest breaking news and sports updates. Noi Dung Kai Tight. George Kittle is navigating a public controversy following a recent incident that drew criticism from PETA. The veteran tight end, who is recovering from a season-ending injury sustained in the 2025 NFL playoffs, has been active during the offseason, including hitting the golf course, as the San Francisco 49ers work to build a competitive roster for the 2026 campaign. Kittle is currently addressing backlash from a major organization after an incident involving an arachnid. Kittle recounted the event, explaining that he was awakened at 4 a.m. by his wife, who discovered a large spider in the bathroom. He described his immediate response, stating, "Without hesitation, I arose to combat the intruder. Claire handed me the slant board I've been using for rehab, and I immediately knew the spider had no chance. It took but one attempt to strike down my opponent." Kittle noted that he was subsequently praised for his bravery. PETA expressed strong disapproval of Kittle's actions, urging him to exercise better conduct. PETA Senior Vice President Lisa Lange issued a statement arguing that there was no need for unnecessary aggression, noting that spiders are significantly smaller than humans and pose little threat. In response to the criticism, the organization offered Kittle a humane bug catcher to prevent future interactions with arachnids. The San Francisco 49ers tight end George Kittle has become the subject of public criticism after sharing a lighthearted anecdote about killing a spider, a story that gained unexpected traction online. Kittle had posted on X about waking up at 4 a.m. after his wife discovered a spider in their bathroom, joking that he immediately confronted the insect. This seemingly harmless story drew a strong response from the animal rights group People for the Ethical Treatment of Animals, PETA. PETA Senior Vice President Lisa Lange issued a statement to the California Post, criticizing Kittle's reaction. Lange argued that spiders are small and pose minimal threat to humans, stating, "Spiders are tiny compared to the average human, let alone an NFL player, and have a lot more to fear from us than we do from them, so there's no need for unnecessary roughness." Lange urged Kittle to adopt a more humane approach, advising him to drop the unsportsmanlike conduct and adopt a live and let live approach when it comes to uninvited arachnid guests. PETA also suggested humane alternatives, including peppermint oil deterrents and offering to send Kittle a humane bug catcher. Kittle's story involved him joking that he overpowered the spider in just one attempt before going back to sleep, a remark that was playfully supported by his wife, Claire Kittle, who later described him as a knight in shining armor. Despite the social media backlash, Kittle's focus remains on his recovery from a torn Achilles tendon suffered during a playoff game against the Philadelphia Eagles. Kittle underwent surgery on January 14 and has reported that rehabilitation is progressing well. NFL sources, including John Lynch, have expressed optimism regarding his return, suggesting there is a strong possibility he could be ready for the upcoming season early on. Kittle has demonstrated resilience throughout his season, finishing with 628 receiving yards and 7 touchdowns despite dealing with multiple injuries. NFL Insider Analysis suggests George Kittle represents a dynasty buy with significant league-winning potential. This assessment, featured in recent NFL news commentary, highlights the player's high-value prospects for fantasy football managers and serious NFL observers. The analysis points toward Kittle's current form and future trajectory as key factors in his potential to dominate the league. The content appears to be sourced from a fantasy football news platform, emphasizing the player's status as a top-tier asset for fantasy teams. George Kittle's wife, Claire Kittle, celebrated her birthday early with a high-profile party in Las Vegas. The Kittle couple, along with several other celebrities, attended the grand opening of the Tailgate Beach Club over the weekend, marking a celebration 8 days before Claire's official 32nd birthday. Claire Kittle made a splash while wearing a black bikini paired with a see-through cover-up. At the event, she mingled with notable figures including Snoop Dogg, Tony Hawk, and fellow San Francisco 49ers teammates Nick Bosa and Ricky Pearsall. She was photographed extensively and received a custom cake from her husband and several day club models, which featured multiple photos of the couple and was decorated in San Francisco's red and gold. Following the event, Claire Kittle shared on Instagram that her birthday was still a few days away, noting, "My birthday isn't till the 24th. George Kittle echoed the sentiment, posting a picture of them kissing and captioning, "Love Claire's birthday month." Later that evening, Claire and her friends enjoyed a Chainsmokers concert, setting an exciting tone for George Kittle's upcoming birthday celebration.